video is on Apple Pay Cash, and it's a peer-to-peer payment system similar to Venmo or Square Cash.
Right, and it's a really big deal. 65 million Americans use peer-to-peer payment systems in 2017.
Right, no longer do we give you cash for a half-hour dinner or write you a check. It's all done online.
Right, and so now the great thing is with Apple Pay Cash, you can do it right within the Messages app, and the funds are immediately available to the receiver.
Cool, let's take a look.
So here we are on the iPhone, and we're going to take a look at how to get set up for Apple Pay Cash.
Cool.
The first thing is you must know that you have to be using an iPhone 6 or later. You have to be 18 or older, and it only works in the US right now.
Okay, and it only works iPhone to iPhone, right?
That's right. It only works iPhone to iPhone. Mm-hmm. You also have to turn on two-factor authentication.
Authentication.
I hate that word. On your iCloud account. And so I'm just going to show you really quickly where to do that if you're not sure. So you go to the Settings app, and then you go to your iCloud account, which is at the very top of Settings.
Okay.
And then you can go to Password and Security, and it'll come up, and you can turn on two-factor authentication. Now, mine is already on.
Yep.
And all that does is it means that your trusted devices and your phone numbers are used to verify your identity when you're signing in.
Right.
It's actually really a smart thing to have
It'll
on
send
anyway.
a code, and you'll have to enter it.
Right, to one of your devices, it'll say someone's trying to log on. And so that's a great thing. So go ahead and get that set up first. Mm-hmm. And then we're going to go down to the wallet. Wallet and Apple Pay. And when you come in here, at the very top, you're going to see Apple Pay Cash.
Okay.
If you don't see it, maybe you're on an iPhone 5.
Yeah.
An older phone, or you haven't updated to iOS 11.2.
Okay, right. Because this was supposed to come out with the original iOS 11.
Right.
And there was a slight delay, and now it's out.
That's right. And now it's out. So you're going to see here what I have in my Apple Pay or in my wallet is I've got some cards, okay? Mm-hmm. The first one is there by default when you turn on Apple Pay Cash.
Okay.
Even if you haven't set anything up, it's there, and it's called Apple Pay Cash, and it's just a little Apple Pay card that you can send and receive money from.
And yours has $2, but if you just set it up, it will say 0.
It'll say 0, exactly. And then I've got my 2 credit cards. Now, you can, when you pay, you're going to see that you can pay with the Apple Pay Cash card. So if someone sent you money or you've put money on it, you can pay right from that card, or you can pay from a credit card, or you can pay from a debit card. Now, if you choose a credit card, it's going to charge you 3%.
Right, and that's the same, similar to Venmo and Square Cash.
Right. So what you want to do is make sure you have a debit card set up. And I don't have one set up yet, so we're just going to do that really quick. You can see where it says Add Credit or Debit Card. I'm going to tap on that. And it's going to come up.
It says continue.
It says continue, and I'm going to continue, and then I'm going to line up my credit card in the little window. Boom. It grabs the information, which of course we have blurred out here, so you can't use my credit card actually.
No free shopping on Barb for you.
I'm going to turn next, and then I have to enter in my 3-digit code. And it's going to go ahead and contact the card issuer. It's going to give me some terms and conditions that I better agree to.
Right.
It's going to go out, and now it's going to add it to the wallet. So now it has added that card to the wallet. And if you have an Apple Watch, it's going to ask you if you want to add it to the Apple Watch.
Right.
I'm not going to do that now because it takes a little time. So I'm going to say done. Now you can see that I also have a debit card.
So if you already have a debit card in your wallet, you don't have to do it.
That's right. You don't have to go through this process.
Yep.
So what we're going to do now is go out and take a look at actually using it.
Which is so super cool, I must say.
It's very cool. So I'm going to go into my messages, and I'm in my thread with Karen, and I'm going to go to the App Store for Messages, and I'm going to tap on Apple Pay. It'll be the first icon that comes up. It's really simple. Nice, big, clear information.
It's just so cool.
Yep, and I can go ahead and I can use the up and down arrow, or I can tap on Show Keyboard and I can type in an exact amount. So if I owed somebody $12.83, I can go ahead and put it on there. And say go back. I can just tap again to go back. And now I have the choice of either requesting or paying.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going to go ahead and take it down because I don't really owe you any money. So I'm only going to give you
Cheapskate.
$2.83. I'm going to go ahead and pay.
Yep.
And it's going to go through and it's going to bring it up. And now I can add a comment. So I can say, here's your money. Here's your money, girl. Have fun. And then hit the send button. And now it brings up the Apple Pay. If you've used Apple Pay on iOS 11, you're familiar with this screen a little bit because you do the double click on the side button to pay. And it's showing me my options. I can use my Apple Pay cash card.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm going to jump in. The double click is for if you have a 10.
Oh, yes, if you have a 10.
If you have a before a 10, you're going to do the thumbprint.
That's
Touch
right.
ID.
That's right.
You're forgetting, right? We're so used to the 10.
So used to the 10 now. Anyway, it's coming up. It's showing me my Apple Pay cash card has $2 on it. And then it's listed my debit card. Now, if for some reason you had more than one debit card or you wanted to use a credit card, you can tap on that. It'll show you all your cards.
Right.
Maybe you have 2 debit cards.
And it's kind of smart. It's showing you the debit card because it knows you don't get charged a fee if you use the debit card.
That's right. It is smart. And then it'll show down below, it's going to take $2 off my Apple Pay cash card and 83 cents off my debit card.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to double click the side button to pay. It used Face ID to confirm it was me. And now it's processing the payment and sending it over to Karen.
Right.
Okay.
Perfect.
Really easy to do.
I love it.
Now, Karen bought a present for me to give to her son, and so she's going to request money of me, and that's coming over.
There it is.
Very clear, comes up, says $52 request. You can go ahead and tap pay, and it's going to come up and ask how, or it's going to come up.
The amount you want to do?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe I want to give her 53.
Oh, a little tip for me.
Or maybe I should take it down since I already gave her 283, right?
Oh my gosh.
I'll go ahead and hit pay. And again, the screen is going to come up.
You could type a message if you want.
Message if you want. It's going to come up and it's going to show me. Now, my Apple Pay card isn't showing up because I've used it all.
Right.
So I go ahead and I'm going to use it from my debit card. Double click.
Or thumbprint if you're on a
That's
before
right.
the 10.
Thumbprint if you're before the 10. It went out and it paid Karen. It's that simple to use.
It is so cool.
Very intuitive,
just love it.
very simple.
Right. And there's a minimum, a maximum of $10,000.
No, that's in a week, in a week's period. Yeah, it's a maximum of $3,000 per transaction and a minimum of $1.
Right.
Okay. You can also load up money on that Apple Pay cash card. We're trying to figure out exactly why you would want to do that if your debit card is in there. But you can do that, and you can put up to $10,000 on it.
Perfect. I just think it's so cool. It's such an easy way to, pay someone back or split lunch. Someone puts it on their card, and then you give them half the money for lunch or whatever.
Right, and it's immediate, so you can use this money right away to pay other people through Apple Pay Cash or to use with Apple Pay, as you saw what we were doing.
Right.
Now, you can also, if you were taking a bigger amount or your Apple Pay Cash card has got a lot of money on it and you want to transfer it to your bank account, maybe there was a big purchase somebody paid you for,
right.
You can go and transfer that to your bank.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and go into the wallet, Apple Pay Cash. You can see my last transaction, and I'm going to tap the I. Now, it's a little goofy because the I is way down at the bottom, but it is for that card. And it's going to show me that I have 0 balance.
It hasn't quite come over.
No, it didn't come over because I sent it to you.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I don't have any money in mine. You got to pay me some money.
But if you did have money.
Yeah, you'd be able to do it. And I just wanted to show you that in the info, you can add money. So again, you could add money to this card. Right. Very easy. You just go in and you can add, let's say I'm going to add $10 to it. Go ahead and add it from my debit card. This is just the same as paying somebody else. You either use the double click if you have an iPhone X or you use the fingerprint.
Right.
And boom, now I have $10 on there.
Okay.
You can transfer to bank. Now, when you do that, it's going to add you you have to add your bank account. I haven't done that yet. We're not going to do that right now, but it's very simple Apple-like to walk you through doing that.
Right.
And then you can transfer the money. You can set up some things here where it automatically accepts payments, or you have to manually accept the payments. So you can contact Apple support. You can see the card details.
Yep.
It's actually using the Discover network for doing the Apple Pay card. Yep. Billing address, verify your identity. The other thing we want to show is the transaction screen. So here's all the transactions that have happened.
That is so cool.
Yeah, it's really cool. And you can request a statement that'll be emailed to you. That'll give you all the activity that's happened on your Apple Pay cash card.
That's cool. I think the nice thing about when you get money on the cash card, on the Apple Pay cash card, now then when you're in store and you use Apple Pay, it comes up as like a credit card. So if you
Yeah.
have enough money on your cash card,
Right.
it's, you know, kind of like a little gift card.
That's
you can
right.
just pay your store purchase from the cash card.
Right, and it's immediate. You could pay me, and I can turn right around and spend it. And that's
Yeah.
something that's different from Venmo and Square Cash. There's a little bit of lag time before you
Right.
can use that money. Now, there are two other ways that you can use that, this Apple Pay Cash. You can ask Siri to do it, and she'll just take you right into Messages and have it all set up for you. Or you can go to Contacts, and you'll notice that far right underneath the name, you now have the Apple Pay.
Oh, so if you tap on that, it just takes you right to the
Just
thread
takes
with
you right
them.
in there. Yep. Now, Ethel Gillette cannot receive payments sent with Apple Pay at this time because she has an Android.
That's right.
Yeah.
Poor Ethel.
So anyway, know that you can't, or for some reason she's not able to,
right.
select it. So it will tell you if somebody can't do it.
Yeah.
So all
it's
in all,
pretty
it's
cool.
an amazing
Yeah.
thing to use. I think Apple has a real big opportunity of taking over the market with this. With 85 million iPhone users in the US, I think they're all going to be using Apple Pay Cash.
Well, thanks for watching our video today. We so love making these videos and bringing you this free content, but we do need your support.
Right, so how can you support us? First of all, don't skip the commercials. That's how any creator makes money on YouTube. Like our video, share it with your friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And another great way is to go to our website using the link on the screen and shop through our Amazon link. Same secure Amazon shopping that you love at no extra cost, but it really helps support us to bring you these great videos.
Right, so thanks for learning with us and thanks for supporting us.